Hey guys, it's Giridhar here for G-Phone Tech. You must have already seen a lot of reviews on the internet for the MI TV Box 4K. So this video is not going to be another review video. In this video, I'm going to address a few of the frequently asked questions which I saw on the net and also some selected questions which people have asked me on Twitter. Before we get on to the questions, a few words about the MI Box 4K. So this one is available in India right now for rupees 3,499 and this is powered by Android TV 9. It has 2GB of RAM, 8GB of internal storage and powered by a quad-core processor. Just after Xiaomi launched this product in India, we hear rumors about a new product that's going to be launched in China, which is basically the same MI Box 4K but in a stick form factor. Let's come to it when they launch it there. But with what we have today, this TV box can support up to 4K provided your TV or display has 4K. It supports Dolby Digital and DTS sound effects. And also it supports HDR10 displays. So now let's talk about the questions. The first question here is about the HDMI ARC support. Yes, the HDMI port in this MI Box 4K supports ARC, audio return channel. Does it support casting and mirroring? Of course, it supports casting and mirroring. But if you want to do mirroring, just download the Google Home app and you can select the MI Box from the list of your devices and start mirroring your mobile phone there. But casting works out of the box. Any application like Netflix or Prime or Hotstar or YouTube, on these applications, when you're running a video on the mobile phone, simply press the casting button on the top and immediately you'll start playing the content on your TV. And again, if you have 4K TV, the casting is also going to be in 4K quality. One of the most frequently asked questions is about its support for different TVs. Yes, it supports many kind of modern TVs, be it a HD ready TV, a full HD TV, a 4K TV, an OLED TV, whatever TV, doesn't matter. This MI Box supports it. But the only catch here is it must have an HDMI port. Many people have been asking me about the support for a CRT TV. It's difficult to get this MI Box to work on a CRT TV because you'll have to buy a switch or an adapter to do it. It's a cumbersome process. It's not impossible, but you'll have to buy some extra gadget or extra switches or cables to do this. It works on projector, it works on computer displays, practically any display. Don't get confused with the fact that it has 4K written on the box. Your TV need not be 4K. It can be a HD ready TV and you can happily use this Android box on your TV or display. Can I use my TV remote to control this MI Box like I used to control my Fire Stick? Well, it's a good question, but unfortunately that's a great feature in Fire Stick which is not available in this MI Box. You'll have to use its own remote control to control this MI Box. So this one is one of the most popular questions. Does it support GeoTV? GeoTV works here, but it's not completely supported. Well, you can sideload GeoTV application. Maybe you can download it from APK Mirror or any website which has this GeoTV application APK. Just download it and put it onto a pen drive and stick it into this MI Box and you can install it. That GeoTV application is specifically made for mobile phone. But what happens is you will see the GeoTV application on a portrait mode. The moment you start playing a video or any content of the GeoTV application, it switches back to landscape mode. That's why I said it works, but it does not support. This one's been frequenting my timeline. Does it support Top TV or LiveNet TV applications? So these are uncertified application APK files which are floating around the internet, which people use to watch live TV. Unfortunately, whatever APKs which I could find for Top TV or even this LiveNet TV, I couldn't get them to work on my MI Box TV. Probably in the future, they might have a newer APK version which will work on this MI TV box. Okay, this one is a complicated and a controversial question as well. I've seen many reviewers talk about this. This is about the audio port. In the MI Box, towards the end, you would find a 3.5mm audio jack port. This is an auxiliary port. This is called the audio port and you can connect your regular 3.5mm auxiliary port to it and play the sound on your speaker. But this is not just a 3.5mm auxiliary port, this is also an optical port. But to get an optical port working on this, you would have to buy this Toslink cable. I will leave a link to buy this cable in the description below. But basically, this is a Toslink male and this is a Toslink mini, which is nothing but a Toslink optical plug but in the form factor of a 3.5mm jack. So yes, happily you can use this cable to get the sound of this MI box to your speakers. Do they support 5.1 channel? Yes, they do support 5.1 channel. If you have a valid speaker and a home theater system which recognizes a 5.1 audio system, you can happily play the sound of this MI TV box on these 5.1 channel speakers. Does it support Dolby Atmos? No, it does not support Dolby Atmos. It supports Dolby Digital and DTS formats. Can I connect an external hard drive? Yes, on the USB port you can connect a pen drive or a hard drive. The maximum hard drive which I tried and found it to be working is a 4 TB capacity. Alright, this one is an interesting question. So people ask that it says MI box 4K. And today in the market, if you are on a hunt for a TV, especially if you have a 4K TV, definitely that TV is gonna be a smart TV. So why do we need this? Well, there is a valid explanation for this as well. Some of the smart TVs in the market do not have the latest Android experience and they have their own custom OS which can work for a while, but over the period of time they get outdated and certain applications like even the basic YouTube does not work, like in the case for my Panasonic 42-inch TV, which is a 7-year-old TV. It's a Full HD TV, but I can't play YouTube on the native YouTube application that comes with this TV. So in such cases, definitely this MI TV box can help. And many of the budget smart TVs today out there come with some weird OS or weird skinned OS, which does not have a really good experience. Probably for people who have those TV, even if it supports HDR10 or even a 4K display, this MI box could make a lot of difference. Does it support Bluetooth headset? Yes, it supports Bluetooth headset. I've tried it with Bluetooth earphones, with TWS, with neckbands, a lot of form factors, and depending upon the quality of the Bluetooth headset you use, you're bound to get a wireless experience out of this MI box. This question here is pretty interesting. The person says that he has a TV, he has a Sony TV which he paid for like 50K for it, but it does not support a lot of format. Will this MI box support all the format which he has in his local hard drive? Well, I can't give a blanket answer, but with different formats which I tried, I found the MI box to support a wide variety of formats compared to the native support which my Panasonic TV gives me. Which one will you recommend? The Fire TV Stick or the Marq Turbo Stream or this MI box? Well, Marq Turbo Stream and MI box 4K pretty close to each other, but I would any day recommend the Android TV box experience compared to what we get on the Fire TV Stick. The reason being that casting support comes for a wide range of applications on the Android TV box. I think I covered a lot of questions here, but this question, I want to repeat it again. People have been asking in different kinds and different formats. Does it support a CRT TV? Does it support a normal TV? Does it support an LED TV? Does it support a computer monitor? Does it support a projector? Well, yes, whatever kind of display you have, if your display has an HDMI port, definitely you can use this MI TV box seamlessly on it. But in case if it does not have an HDMI port, like an old CRT TV or the government issued TVs which don't have an HDMI port, you can get it to work by buying an adapter or a different kind of a cable which has an HDMI on the one end and RCA on the other end. There are different jerry-rig or a jugaad solutions to it. But to those people, I would say that if you really want an Android experience, please change your TV. But if you're not able to change your TV for some reasons, definitely you can go and explore these different kind of an adapter or switches or wires which are available to make your MI TV box work on your TV. No harm trying, right? But I haven't tried it, so I really can't comment about that. Other than these questions, if you have any other questions about the MI TV box, MI box 4K, do let me know in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer. And on your way to the comment section, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell button next to it. I'll catch up with you on the next video. Until then, this is Giridhar signing off. Goodbye.